Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and today I'm continuing the series Worst BMW Test Drive of My Life. Well, in the previous video there, I basically told you how I went to test drive the new BMW i4 35, and the salesman was 20 minutes late. He basically offered me, half. Well, actually, to be honest with you, let's look at the figures, the numbers. What the salesman came out with, he said to me, okay, my BMW I paid $81,000 for. He was how he did it was he didn't actually get anyone to look at my car or assess it. He said, well, let's go online and have a look. He said it's basically around $42,000. Lowball, which means on a percentage basis, I have lost 48.14%. 48.14%. I've lost basically half of the money. That's after 2 years, 3 months. When I mentioned this to the salesman, I said, hey, I've lost half my money. He then commented and said, maybe you didn't buy it very well, which I thought was really unprofessional. Why criticize another dealer, especially when I didn't buy it pre-owned? I bought this brand spanking new. What he did do is a video presentation. Let's have a bit of a sticky at this video they put together for me.
Just to run you through that car that we had a quick look at on our website. So I've got the car behind me here. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so here it is, the i4 35. This one, of course, our registered demonstrator vehicle in the Alpine white. Get the 18-inch mags as you do on all the i4 35s. And looking,
mind you, my BMW 330i has 19-inch mags, which who really cares? But okay, fair point.
On the side profile of the car, flush door handles as well. So I'm sure you are familiar with the design. Quick look around the back end here as well. Of course, yeah, those really sleek-looking tail lights on the 4 Series coupes and Grand coupes. They do have the kick function boot if you have the key in your pocket.
Yep, my car's got the kick function boot. Big fucking deal.
Which is massive.
I don't really like the hatchback, to be honest with you. That's one thing I don't like about the i4 is this fucking hatchback from a Japanese Celica, it reminds me. But hey,
hatchback boot in the 4 Series Grand Coupe as well, super handy. And then jumping very quickly inside the car here. So this one with the black Sensatech.
Fake leather.
Interior. They don't have a white roof. They've got the black anthracite, so not like the sport, that luxury line that we were talking about today. And ambient lights, of course, you can change them up to about 6 or 7 different colors inside here.
Okie dokie. So that's the Slick Willy video. Video was fair enough. But then, this is what really pissed me off with him. I basically said to him, so I've had my car. Let's have a look at the exact figures there. I picked up my BMW. Let's bring up my BMW on the screen. This is the blue one. I picked up my BMW. Here we go. This is when it was in the show, picking up on delivery day. I picked up my BMW. I picked that up on the 9th of February 2022. And when I had seen him, which was in May, it was, so it's about 2 years, 3 months. March, April, May. 2 years, 3 months old. And I've lost 48.14%. And I said to him, I said, you know, to a lay person looking at the two cars, the i4 and my BMW, average person's going to say they're both nice BMWs. And I said, why would I justify the new one? What is it? So he goes, oh, you don't have to. I love the way, you know, you don't have to do what other people say. You don't have to. I said, well, this works in my favor. There's no point to upgrade it if it looks the same. Why would I go to a huge financial loss? Speaking of which, with the electric car, he said, would you consider a demonstrator? And I always love a demonstrator. In fact, my BMW was a demonstrator. It had 4,170 kilometers on it. It was originally registered October 2021. I got it February 2022. So basically November, December, January, it was 3 months old. 3 months. Now, I said to him, sure, he had a demonstrator. He had a BMW i4 35 white, and it went from $95,000. He said there's an incentive, blah 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 blah. We can do it for $75,000. I said okay, and this was. So then we're looking at and I said to him, you know, I don't think this is a good deal. My car is 2 years, 3 months old. I've lost 48%. What I'm best to do is to keep it for another 3 years and then replace it. I said, the depreciation I've been hit with in the first 2 years is horrendous. But, you know, the thing that really annoys me, instead of saying, you know what, I see where you're coming from, I agree with you, he's no. It's push, push, push. Do you want to do a deal? What can I see if I can get a better price? You know, it's good guy, good cop, bad cop. Can I see if I can get you more for your trade? And I'm thinking, you know what, just forget it. Just forget it. I don't want to do the deal. I told him politely. I sent him a text message. I sent him a text message where I basically said to him in the text message, I'll read it to you. I'll tell you what I said to him. I said, thank you for seeing me yesterday. I've had a good think about this offer, and I think it's a very good deal. I am very surprised BMWs depreciate so heavily. This is a fact of life. I think it's probably best to get more use out of my existing BMW since it's worth so little. I can't find a similar spec mileage BMW as sexy as mine for $42,000. I think I'd be an idiot to sell my $81,000 BMW after 2.5 years, well, 2 years, 3 months, for $42,000. I think I should just keep it a little bit longer before trading. It's already lost so much money. It can't lose much more before leveling off. The i4 is beautiful, but I don't think it justifies burning $40,000. It's just not that good. Thank you for your time. Now, what really pisses me off is he's continually got to come back. It's like you're with a woman who's always got to have the last word. No, he thinks it's a good idea. Look, it's a fucking lousy idea. I've lost 48.14% of my fucking money. It's not a good idea. I mean, if it was a good idea, you know, I don't need to listen to you to decide what is good and what is fucking lousy. And that's what really pissed me off. Instead of saying to me, hey, Paul, hey, Arch, look, I understand where you're coming from. Your car is beautiful. When you're ready, come and see me. No, he's gonna snap at the button. He's gonna push. And in fact, this is the thing. It reminds me of Zups. Zups was a car dealer in Queensland who used to, in the 70s and 80s, they had their TV ads. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. I'll put a link in one of the corners. I'll put a link. You can see the ad. I'll link to the ad. Anyhow, they were a low-rent car dealer. They basically, they were selling a General Motors product called the Holden, which is basically Australia's answer to the Chevrolet. And they were kind of, I remember going to the Ekka, it's an exhibition, and I remember looking at a Magna many years ago, and I remember the Zup salesman said to me, he goes, what can I do to get you in a Magna today? What do I need to do to get you now behind the wheel? And I'm thinking, fuck, man, I don't like this pressure. A luxury, a car purchase is not something I want to be pressured into just because you want to sell a fucking car. And that's exactly how I felt with at BMW. They push. I mean, I sent you a polite text saying I'm not fucking interested. But no, he comes back and says, it's a great time. It's a great deal. And I said to him, I said, you think I've lost money on my BMW, the internal combustion engine? I tell you what, I reckon I would lose a fuckload more in 2 years, 2.5 years time if I wanted to trade in the i4. I reckon that thing would sink faster than the Titanic. But he's always got an answer. I don't need to eat your fucking shit sandwich. You come to me and tell me I don't need to put up with this shit from you. You think it's a good idea? I think it's fucking lousy. I told him, I said, this is a shit deal. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to push me? I'm a middle-aged, overweight white guy. You're going to push me to say, yes, it's a great idea just because you want to sell a fucking car. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. What I know is I've lost 48.14% and I'm not fucking happy. And this is the whole thing. The dealership, he was late, 20 minutes late. Then the sales manager comes out and gives me $5,000 off. You know what? I don't like this trickery. You take it from one end and you put it on. You think I haven't been in sales? I'm a fucking 52-year-old man, for fuck's sake. And that's what really pissed me off. And I said to the salesman, I said, it's lousy deal. He goes, no, it's not. I said, I don't need you to tell me what is good or what isn't good. I said, it's a lousy fucking deal. It's lousy. I had my BMW for 2 years, 3 months. I've lost 48.14%. You think that's a good fucking deal? I tell you now, it is a fucking lousy deal. I don't need to be Einstein to work that fucking thing out. What do you think? Do you think it's a good deal? I paid $81,000 for the car. This is Australian dollars. And then they're offering me $42,000. It's got 41 or 42,000 kilometers on it. They're offering me basically half my money. You know what? I don't want to do the deal. And just because some fucking salesman wants to tell me this is a great deal, take it, it doesn't make it a good deal. And that's what really pisses me off. I don't fucking work for you. I don't need to eat your fucking shit sandwich. If it's a lousy deal, I will fucking well tell you it is a fucking lousy deal. I will tell you. I have lost 48.14% of my fucking money. How could that be remotely sensible or a good deal? It's fucking lousy. It's a lousy deal. So I told the salesman this. I told him, this is a lousy fucking deal. This is part 2. Part 3, that dickhead sales manager gave me his card. He came up to me and said, I didn't even want to see the fucking sales manager. When the other guy, the sales rep, was 20 minutes late, he wanted to introduce me to the sales manager. So I thought, you know what? I'll give the sales manager a call. I'll tell him how I thought the sales process was handled. That's in part 3. That's in part 3. Guys, this is part 2. Tell me what you think. Do you think losing 48.14% after 2 years, 3 months is a great rate of depreciation? Let me know what you think. This is the video for today, and we will continue this series tomorrow. Thank you, and let me know what you think. Put some comments down below, though. I want to hear what you guys think of it, and we'll keep the series going. Thank you. Great vid. Great vid. Great vid. That's a good vid, Arch. Interesting. 48% depreciation? Fuck, that's terrible.